with 3 charges dealing with sex. It's already there. The court ain't gonna do nothing but let them. The court gonna sit there and get their money and let them play this crap out. There ain't no judgment to let this dude loose. And if they let him loose, the streets is somebody gonna do something because it got too far now.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do that. Nobody. The spirits again. The spirits and all of the people that seen Polite do what he did, and they did nothing. And we talking about Polite, according to Harker Bay and some other people, said Polite has scammed street dudes. So the question is, why haven't they reached out and got Polite? The guy that was with Polite, the light-skinned guy with the braids who was always there doing security, he got him. He got him. He said that his mother got scammed by Polite, and he was in the video when Polite and Sarnetta was going back and forth, and they had a clip where he was surrounded by a bunch of street dudes holding guns, talking about who out here talking about they gonna mess with Polite.
And y'all got a white boy as y'all leader. You think we ain't seen him? You mean? Y'all got a white boy, nigga. Man, I'll kill you niggas, man.
You gonna see everybody in here plus 4. Hey man, all day, man. Polite gang, pussy. We gonna see you. We gonna see you. I will wanna be you, pussy. We gonna see you. I will wanna be you. Let's see you. Man, we out there. We yelling wild, nigga. Yes, nigga.
You won't know where it's coming from. Blood up there. You don't know where it came from. You know where it came from.
Niggas spank, you gonna see it. You see it. The Bible in their hand ain't gonna say, fuck, bring your bulletproof jeans that happened in Ferguson. Fuck Mike Brown. What the fuck is wrong with this? Man, when you see us, you gonna see the American flag, red and blue pussy, and we gonna do that ass, right? What's up? Yes, nigga.
All you gotta do is get a word for you faggot ass niggas.
They want Ray Hagan and Charles Barkley for the shit they talking.
And y'all got a white boy as y'all leader. You think we ain't seen him? You mean? Y'all got a white boy,
nigga.
Man, I'll kill you niggas, man.
Shout out Silent TV. Shout out Silent TV. Shout out Silent TV.
All right, y'all. Y'all already see the title by now. And I don't know, this nigga gonna make me do it to him. He trying to make people think that Sarnetta bugging the fuck out. Sarnetta blood pressure high. Sarnetta need a vacation. True. But nigga, don't try to play me, because now you gonna make me. See, this is I know, look what time is it, man. God damn, look what time is it. First, let me say this. Am I wrong, family? Let me ask y'all a question. If a motherfucker called my phone, and my brother Polite is on the phone, but you got gangbangers on the phone with you, and they talking about doing something to the king, to me, am I wrong for telling the people out there that if anything happened to me, look at Polite? Am I wrong for telling the people out there that if anything happened to me, look at Polite?
We got that crack. Okay, so what happened to them? The answer is the spirits controlling all of these. I told you, I just read to you, the book says spirits, Leviathan, control persons, places, and things. That means they control the person, they control the surrounding place where these killers are at, and they control them things that they is not going to use that on Polite. They're going to use that on themselves. I bet they done shot 50 niggas since that time when they was mad at Sarnetta as being used as dogs barking at Sarnetta. That's the reason that we're having these problems. So the bigger system, now I'm talking about the system, the cycle, that's the spirits don't control the cycle any longer. When the moon cycle was in, when the Caucasian was ruling, that is what you were seeing. When you kept seeing black men and women getting hung and destroyed and Black Wall Street and all that, that was all before 1962. They had all of the legal, spiritual, legal cycle rules to do all the dirt they was doing. setting up, the Rockefellers, messing up the school system. All that was permissible until February 5th, 1962. That changed. And now we're in the sun cycle, so now the bigger gods are changing it, and now the room then got smaller. The circle getting smaller, so now all of the things that the spirits are doing now are backfiring because the cycle is no longer supporting that. So that's why you're going to see Polite and all of them go down. Because, I don't know if you knew, Solar Mind went over to Tahaka Bay last week. Not the second time, I'm talking the first time, and he was talking about Sarnetta's wife was a pass around and all this other stuff like that. And and
you talking about Cynthia, or you talking about the new one?
The new one, Nepal.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was saying what he was saying about that. Right? And some about Jeremiah Judah wanted her because she was talking to a couple of times, weeks up before that, but it came out last night because now the truth is that now she had to say it. See, this is the thing. This is a domino effect. Yes. Because the truth now and the judgment is coming. Everybody is trying to tell, and so now she's saying that she sent some so-called not so racy photos and videos of herself to Solar Mind because they were supposed to get married.
What?
Right? Hebrew Israelite style. Some kind of way that fell out, and she ended up going another direction, and she said she liked him and all of that.
But Solar's he's not following Hebrew knowledge.
I don't know how they ended up around each other. Maybe some kind of way they was in the same circle. He ended up sending her pictures and stuff out, and now they done got around. Now she's saying last night she done contacted, because now Uncle Suge got the photos from some other female. She keeps saying this doesn't make me hard. What it makes you is low morals.
And why are you a Hebrew Israelite and your husband is a white Mexican? You want to pull that picture up? Why do you have babies with a white Mexican? Pull the picture up of your husband. So not only do you have a baby with a white Mexican, you're dealing with an old nigga who's on his way out here who got tested positive for AIDS. Solar Mind dumped you live on motherfucking camera. You ran to Jeremiah Judah. He sent your ass to Sarnetta. Sarnetta take you on as a side piece. Bitch, you ain't shit. Then you got a nerve to get on. Then you got a nerve to get on and talk about your Hollywood shit. And we know all models in Hollywood get passed around the motherfucking casting couch. So you telling these stories like they was glorified. You was a casting couch, bitch.
This is why I would never.
Bitch, please.
I couldn't do it.
You fucking with the DMT, bitch.
Real quick, this nigga got
Without Sarnetta, you would still be nothing but Solar's ex-whore who lost in the playoffs on SVDL.
Come on, yo.
And when Sarnetta dies, that nigga's gonna regret it because I told him you was gonna kill his ass.
Okay, this nigga is watching.
Come on, y'all tripping, man. Show us your Mexican husband.
This is a dude who I've never
Miss Blackity Black. And why won't your mother call herself black?
Oh my God, I don't even know this nigga. He knows.
Why won't your mother call herself black? And you admitted it on the phone the other night. Because you're not black.
Are you pissed?
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. That's what I thought, bitch. You're a fucking internet slut. And you've been exposed. Your teacher's been exposed. You turned your back on the Hebrew Israelites. They don't fuck with you. You claim to be a righteous woman of God, and you so-called married a married man who's a comedic atheist. What the fuck is wrong with you? And you got big ass, and I know about the hormones that you shot in your titties. Tell the people about the hormones you was taking. What? Were you taking hormones? Were you taking hormones to make your tits bigger? Trying to be a model? Yeah, I know about it all. And guess what? I got the pictures of your titties. You want me to bring that out? You really want to get personal? I got the pics of your titties that you was sending to Solar.
This nigga has pictures of your titties.
Yeah, I got them.
Why the fuck are you gonna my titties? Why do you No, real quick. This is my point. He just told me he has pictures of my titty somehow. He knows. He seems to be talking about me to Solar. This is clearly a stalker and obsessed. Oh my god.
You wanted to go there?
No.
What are you? You're nothing. You're nothing. You're known as Satan's side piece. You're not a wife. The man been married for 20 years. You're a showpiece. That's all you are. And you're so delusional. That nigga's, when he gets tired of you, he's gonna dump your ass in the motherfucking river. He gets nothing. You're just a showpiece. And honestly, I don't even know why you're a showpiece. Because a lot of times your face looks real strong. You shot hormones in your titty. You look like a fucking fullback. Bitch, you ain't got nothing. And you ain't got shit to teach. What are you talking about? You was riding GMS dick before you tried to switch over. You was a member of GMS on the internet. How you want it, bitch? You was a member of GMS on the internet. And now all of a sudden, you are the fucking top Hebrew scholar on the House of Consciousness, married to Satan, who's been married to a woman for almost 20-something years. You're a whore. No respectable woman would break up with a nigga with fucking solar mind and then marry, talking about she married to a man in public who's been married to a woman for 20-something years.
Okay, bitch. Are you finished? Are you done? You got it all out?
And what happened? Did you take Sarnetta to the rocks of Sedona? What happened when you went down there? We all know you sucked Sarnetta's dick. What are you talking about? Where's your marriage license? Where is you're 6'5". That nigga's 5'2". You obviously don't have no real interest in him. You're clout chasing. The nigga gotta stand on a fucking chair to fuck your big Amazon ass. You're fucking 6'5".
Are you finished? You feel better now?
Yeah. No, I'm not finished, bitch. You can get this work, ho. You can get this work, ho.
Wait,
you can get this work.
That is being a woman.
And all your sisters are married to fucking white men.
You're hurt.
Why are your sisters fucking with white men? Your whole family don't acknowledge themselves as black.
Are you mad? Are you mad?
So
are you mad?
Oh no, I'm not mad. I'm glad. I'm having fun.
Why are you following me?
I'm having fun.
Why are you so worried?
Why did you shoot hormones in your tits?
I never did any shit like that, you dirty bitch. But hey, you.
Yes, you did. Swear before Yahweh that you wasn't on hormones. As a matter of fact, we all know you're on prescription drugs. That's why you be fading in and out on them fucking live streams.
Stupid, I don't take any drugs. Now,
you could have fooled us. And then this is the same bitch who can move paper with her mind.
You're mad.
Bitch, you think we believe that shit? This bitch got a fucking spinning needle on a fucking table, talking about, with her hands talking about, look, yo, I'm performing telekinesis. If you ain't the fakest bitch in the history of the internet, I don't know what says. Nobody believes you. You need more people. Move some shit with your mind right now, bitch. Move some shit with your mind right now. Turn your camera on and make some shit float, bitch.
Okay, now.
You fucking whore. Make some shit float. You can't do it, can you? And where is that shit in the Torah? Oh, y'all, I'm gonna make some shit float on the internet for entertainment to show the power of God. Get the fuck out of here.
The good thing is,
get the fuck out. And you know, I'm surprised because I really thought Polite was gonna get to you first. I knew one of them HOK niggas was gonna bag you, but I thought it was gonna. I made a bet with, so I said, I bet you Polite bag her ass. But come to find out, Sarnetta came through the back with his short ass 5'2" and got your stupid ass. And now you running around the internet and you gonna look foolish talking about you's a wife. Sarnetta got a wife. What you think you are? Bitch, you Hagar. You Hagar.
Nigga,
you ain't even the main wife.
Why do you care?
Bitch, you the fourth wife. So I gotta got 2 other hoes before you.
Why do you care? Why do you care?
So you on here trying to talk to these people like calling these women ghetto? Oh, you're talking like a white bitch. Oh, you're from the streets. Nigga, we all from the motherfucking streets, you fucking white bitch.
Listen, now can I talk about
your mother's white, your baby daddy's a white Mexican, you're faking the funk. You ain't, and that's why you talk to black people that way.
Why you sending pictures and stuff to people you don't know like that? And all of the guys that seen that she's dealing with don't live in the same state that she's in. So yeah, it might not make you a whore, but those still would be called whole tendencies. Or you trying to lure somebody in. That's what it still make you look bad. You can't sit here. What they don't understand is she is looking like the rest of them. You're putting on the regalia. You're running around like you saying who you are, but you're not. And that's the deception. That's the thing. I'm going back into the nature book in a second. I'm going to show you something because, like I said, I'm talking about the spirit in the people. People is not learning this yet. So they keep getting caught up in who you seeing versus the real puppet master, the one that got the Nintendo Power Glove on. You know, making you jump. They don't see that. I do. Right? So now she's saying she done contacted the feds and all that. I'm in the chat last night laughing like, but I thought y'all said going to the police is not black power. I said, why y'all doing all this snitching? And now all
was this on Sarnetta Street? This
on Sarnetta last night. They was going live to Hawker, was live on Ink and them. It was like 50 people, 1,000 people going live. And now they taking and putting up each other's jail records. Now Sarnetta trying to save face and come to rescue for Nepal. You can't save that. She trying to take that L, but she's still trying to claim innocence at the same time. No, you sent pictures to more than one nigga. Now you got your stuff. It is illegal to send certain things through the internet, but don't use the Caucasian because that ultimately that was your fault. You had bad decision making when it came to that.
That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. But now she wants to she want to go to the FBI and contact the FBI. That's you just took a L, and you finna take a bigger L because you with Sarnetta. But go ahead.
But so I'm trying to think now. From what I have gathered, the young lady's she must be in her 30s, right? She's not like a early teenager or someone in their 20s. Why would you be sending racy videos and pictures to someone who you're not very, very intimately close with?
Because that means she doesn't. That means that's what she does to get men attention. That's just what it is. That's all that means. Now they can take it how they want. I could care less about as far as that's what you doing with your body, right? But you can't claim innocence after you did something like that. And then you made the dude mad, then you with Sarnetta, and Sarnetta done made enemies out of everybody that been over there. What do you think's gonna happen? It's war time, so now all their business is coming out. Now they done put out Solar Mind's record that he got at least 2 to 3 counts of sexual indecency.
So Solar Mind, yeah, nigga. You over there with these Hebrews and doing all these battle shits, nigga. You had to go to a program because you didn't want to be on the sex offenders list. Am I right or wrong? Am I lying on you? Sue me, nigga. If I'm lying on you. If I'm lying, sue me. I'm quite sure somewhere you did some decent exposure flashing on minors. You was flashing on minors, huh? You was flashing on little kids, on girls. You was flashing on minors, nigga. Yeah. Come on, Solar Mind, talk black to me. Talk black to me. Indecent exposure, so to speak. Indecent exposure, huh? Come on, Hebrews, where you at? Where you niggas at over there on the debate league? Where you at? Talk black to me, huh? Let me go with Exhibit A for a minute, so nobody won't say, "Come on, Sarnetta, you can't be doing that. You slandering." Well, let me show you. His name is Cannon James. Cannon James. Let me get this out the way so y'all can see this shit. Let me move that. Let me move that out the way. Let me move that out the way. And where's my thing at? It's right there. You see Cannon James. But it's all the way at the bottom where you see indecent exposure. Right there. To a minor. Okay? Not only is it indecent exposure to a minor, but the nigga had to pay a fucking penalty for that. Am I lying on you, Solar Mind? You had to pay a penalty. You had to pay over $1,000, nigga. Am I lying? Talk black to me. I got the records. I got the whole file. As soon as you say I'm lying, I'll put them up. I'll show it. Where you had to pay. And I'll show you paid. You took out a payment plan, nigga. You took out a goddamn payment plan and you was paying 20s and 30s because you ain't have no money. You ain't got no money. So you was paying a payment plan for your indecent exposure, nigga. To minors, to a kid. Let's talk about it. Where you at, Hebrews? Where you at? All you niggas over there talking about polite. So what? Get him. I don't care. But goddamn it, now I'm telling you about your man. Where you niggas is at over there debating on his league. Ask the nigga, did you have to go to a sex program so that you wouldn't be in the book or labeled as a sex offender? Ask him. See if he tell you the truth. And if the nigga lying, I'm gonna pull that up. I dare him to tell you he didn't. I got it. I got it. So if we're gonna expose, let's go. Expose me, nigga, because you can. I'm telling you everything I did already.
What? And to a minor and having sex with a teenager. They put this out last night. And he only avoided, according to what I remember, right? Correct me on it, anybody that's out there when y'all hear this, is that he took a class and he got it. It was on him for a second, but they got it expunged. He didn't have to sign up for sex offender list because he took a class. And Nepal said when they was together, I guess through the phone or whatever, he confessed to her that happened, and she claimed he was constantly trying to get her daughter's phone number.
Whoa.
So I'm in the chat like, y'all got all these pervs around y'all, but y'all don't say anything until y'all get mad. So I said, y'all just as guilty. I said, all y'all going to jail. I keep putting that in the chat. All y'all going to jail. Right?
Sibling, it doesn't matter if these people want to do lives and then delete them after.
Right, it don't matter.
AKA Bluetooth keeps a copy of that shit as soon as you know what I mean? And the feds
is right there and they doing the feds' job for them. But this is invitable. It was already predestined. This was not nothing that wasn't gonna happen. It's just that Sonetta put the gun to his head when he came at Polite talking about you was messing with my wife's sister's cousin. That was it. You can't. He was so mad about when this stuff happened with Polite. He was getting mad, but Negro, you the one who you said you knew about it. Then he tried to switch and scapegoat. Well, what did y'all do with the information when I told him? What can we do about it? Because the ultimate gonna come down to the person involved, the mother, and if you was there, you could have made the call and pushed forward, but you weren't gonna do that. Why? Because you said, like you said, he was going in on Inky. He said Inky is fake. He not a real vegan. I remember when I used to come pick you up, you was getting in the car, you rolled up a spliff. Another time we was about to go live, you said don't cut the camera on Sonetta because he was eating pizza with pastrami on it. But I ain't said I was minding my business. Now let me show you once again in noon why why they do these things. All right, this is what it's called. And I'm gonna
hey, why are you bringing that up? What's in that big bag of tapes that Sonetta was saying? Don't let me show you the tapes.
All of that is showing you that Sonetta been recording people for years, and that shit is illegal. He gonna go to jail for that. Just off of that alone, making illegal recordings of people for years.
Yeah.
And he got recordings of everybody.
As well, right?
Huh?
And phone conversations.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's all of that is why he's going down, because he's showing the evidence, and he even said he got plenty of evidence against Polite, of stuff that he could use. No, the feds gonna use that. All you did was told the feds, come on in and confiscate everything I got, because Polite gonna start singing when he get in the court. All y'all going down by extinction. And they don't see the positive forces is forcing their spirits to tell on themselves. They're actually performing self-snitching black consciousness style in living color, and everybody's watching it, and they totally unaware because the spirit is suppressing their awareness that I'm actually incriminating myself. But they're doing it for the people to see it all at once. And everybody gonna come to the same conclusion that not only are all y'all filthy, but I'm telling the listening audience they are spiritually compromised. That's what it is. Now look, this is what they're doing. What Son of them is doing. So you can understand spiritually what they're doing. All right?
Yep.
This is called Listen to Reason. The mercy, this is what they're doing. They're practicing mercy and forgiveness when they knew that Polite and Soleiman and all these other creeps running around in leadership positions were doing. Right? Same thing with Bambaataa. Nobody said nothing for years. In Noon, this is called the mercy and forgiveness and scapegoat dogma of religion. Obstructs justice. Justice is hard and also heavy, and if it is tempered with mercy and forgiveness and scapegoatism, which is what they're doing now, blaming each other now, it is not justice any longer, but compromise for transgression instead. When justice becomes compromised, the compromise encourages further iniquities and transgressions, and we end up with the world like we have today at the time of this writing. Compromise or transgression means that the violations of the laws of nature have not been accounted for in the right way, because accounting for transgressions is paying the penalty for iniquity required by the laws of nature. The only way to ultimately satisfy the laws of nature is for the guilty part of himself or herself or his own, or her own kind pay the penalty required by natural law. Right? Let it be remembered. Let it be remembered always as well. It said, listen to reason. When someone qualified determines by sound right reason, which is Nupu, what the law and penalty by nature are for a particular transgression, the degree that the calculated person might differ from the exact law and exact penalty by nature is adjusted by the balancing powers of nature in one way or another, but always on the guilty person or his kind. During the moon cycle, which you're talking about from the year 4004 BC to 1962, February 5th, AD was 6,000 years. All right? Hold on. In the year 4038 BCE to February 5th, 1962 is 6,000 years exactly. So anytime between 4038 BC to February 4th, 1962, all of that was permissible by the cycle itself. That's why all of that crap was going on and on. When you read history and be like, how the hell did they get away with this? How did they get away with this? Why they can't get away? How come they get this and they kept getting rewarded, getting bigger and bigger and bigger? That's because the cycle was in for that. That's the big secret. That's the only explanation for that. And people not knowing that blame the God of their religion or other people's religion, or they don't believe in a God because they said, well, when I was, that's why Seti and all of them hated Islam, because they're not aware of the cycle. All of those religions got away with doing dirt because they all was created within the 6,000 year timeline. And long as that is the case, they all fell under the same rules that applied for the 6,000 years, because all those religions believe in mercy and forgiveness. The Muslims say Allah is the most gracious, the most merciful. So when you put in mercy, you mean you're allowing the crime to continue, which means you're complicit. That makes Allah complicit. That makes God or Jesus complicit, because you sit there and people who've been victimized by religions or cult leaders that was using religion, they say, where was God for me? That's because the God that they are serving was a supporter of that. That's why. So that God was not there for you. That God was there for the abuser and the spirits that they used to bring in all the victims that they had. That's what they don't understand. And that the God of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism got the same 4 gods in it. The moon god, the earth god, the underworld god, those are the top 3. But then you have Leviathan as a water god. So that force can be all different types of beings at once. But it's Tahuti, Geb, and Osiris. Those are the top 3 main gods that went against the sun god, which making them the 4th god. Well, really the first god, because the sun god predates So in order of the spirits, the sun god will be first, which would be Heru or Rehorakti, different type of names. And then it'll be Ger, because the sun made the earth first. And then it will be the moon god Tahuti or Thoth. And then Osiris Osiris came with the earth. And then the moon. So the moon god Tahuti will be the fourth god. But the sun god and those three fell out 6,000 years ago. And this is what you see today. So Tahuti, Osiris, and Ger, those gods are the gods of religion. And they all work together. That's why it says, go ahead.
So sibling, out of the house of convicts, aka the house of consciousness.
Damn right.
Like, who has potentially got their hands clean in this year? Because you've got Jabari.
He's just gonna be guilty by association. If they can't prove anything of him doing anything criminal, morally he's implicated. Because he knew I gotta hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Hold on, player. Hold on. Let me see.
You can't leave anybody out, man. You know what I mean? There's main players in this thing, but we've also got people who are again, they're co-signing the folly. They're being eloquent with their tones, trying to say let's wait until, quote unquote justice is allegedly served.
Can you
or just us?
Hold on. Can you see my screen?
You're still sharing the book.
Okay, let me stop the screen share and let me show you this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, now let me screen share this again. I'm sorry.
Oh, good, man. Oh, good.
I hit the wrong thing. Hold on. Now watch this.
Where we going with this here?
Now, this is an inbox conversation I had with Jabari. You see that? It said Jabari Osaze.
Yeah.
All right? Because people, this all the way back into 2018. Now, watch this. I'm trying to let it generate. Hold on, let it generate. Let it generate. Okay, okay, now we at the top. Right? Jabari Osaze, Facebook, your friend on Facebook, lives in New York, right? First time I contacted him was 5/29/18, correct? But then I said, brother, I just saw your video on Polite's attack on the Hebrew Israelites and his supporter, Dr. York. This is him talking to me. I was not aware of the many of the issues you described. I have spoken with Polite cordially in public. I will refrain from doing so again until he answers for so many issues that have been brought to my attention. Thanks for staying on this issue, brother. I told him that Polite was full of fish. He hit me back and told me this, right? Now, this is May 29th, 2018. Now watch. Then I said, true mental cosmic peace. I am very surprised, I typo, in a good way that you responded. I know you are very busy and your time is important. If you think that was bad, LOL, you need to see what Prince York has done. When the Nawapian thing is stolen and distorted, it's actually ancient as it's found in the Metanetta. But anyway, me and my, I meant to put my wife, would love to speak with you and present you with a few gifts as a token of appreciation as a member of our race. Please respond in kind, true mental cosmic peace. All right, now type surprise, not that word, typo, my bad. All right. Then I got Solomon York's brother explains homosexual. I said, this is Dr. York's son explaining homosexuality as original creation and taught in ancient Kemet. Prince York believed we all came from gay aliens and Akhenaten was gay as well. I told Sarnetta to stop promoting Nawapians. This is what I'm telling you, right? They've been informed. All right? And keep going. Prince York trial countdown part 2. These are videos. All right, True Peace. Prince York lied when he said York wasn't a Jesus figure for them. This been happening on his B-Day for some years now, and I sent him the Savior's Day poster they had in 2018. Then he hit me back and said, Savior's Day, I had more material on that point. He flipped out, LOL. I said, LOL, we need to talk. All right, I agree. I've been meaning to chat with Brother Chuck as well. I'm just about to get in the car with the wife for a long trip. I'll call you in a bit later, my sis, so you can block this number out too.
Yeah.
All right, so I said be safe. All right, so rest of these is Prince York videos. This before he went to court. And I sent Sonetta video footage. I told Sonetta about the Prince York being guilty. We had the documents, and the same thing this Negro said was, you know how the white man is. But now he want to pull out the same records when other Negroes he beefing with. But when I told him we got Prince York guilty verdicts and all of that, he didn't want to accept that. Right? The Whopping confusion, myths, the Liberian lies. Dr. York tells the Whoppians to support the LGBT. The Whoppians,
I remember that.
Yeah, the Whoppians in Trinidad, York lost Liberian case. One of York's ex-wives was a victim. I interviewed her. Dr. York agrees that Hebrews at 13 is old enough for marriage. What else I got? Black code exposed nationwide. Zabaka Hebrew Israelite confirmed York slept with his members. I mean, I gave him a lot of information leading up to Prince York before he got in trouble, right? But the point of the matter is, Jabari was told, and and after that interview, after I hit him with that, he still was seen with Polite after that.
Countless amount of comments. It would be great to see those two brothers sitting there. And once I posted this picture with Brother Sonetta, they said, well, great. Maybe Polite could sit down with Jabari.
well, I was sitting here going, how is Polite introducing Jabari? How does that happen? Because you know the community, whatever happens in the community, they have used you as a reference for dialogue, right? It doesn't matter whether it's a dialogue you would be in or a dialogue you wouldn't be in. You become the reference for dialogue, a reference for debate in many ways. So, you know, I'm honored to be introduced by this brother whose work I respect. Absolutely, it has been powerful. That this is our first sit down.
That's right.
Because I know that I had heard about him before seeing him on Sonetta's platform, because he was working in one part of the community, I was working in another part of the community, and people would talk to me about you. So that's powerful to be able to have you on the East Coast so we could sit down and build a bit.
That's right.
And I made it known in the video. So Jabari also ignored the facts from somebody who was on the outside, and he was right there in the inner circle on the inside. So if anything comes out that ties Jabari into this and he end up in court and getting in trouble, that just means that he's gonna be called a hotel hustler too.